So Caitlin Clark is out for 2 weeks with a left quad injury. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark. Rob is working. Hey, okay, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Hit the notification bell when you do so you get notified of our next video. And guess what? Caitlin Clark's crossovers every Monday and Thursday from 6 to 7 and 5:30 to 6:30 respectively with guest podcasters, except for major holidays. So right now, what we know is that the left quad injury, they're not saying it's the same injury, but it's the same area. So I'm assuming it's the same injury and she aggravated it. But ESPN is saying she's out for 2 weeks. Here's the article from ESPN. After 4 years in Iowa and her first season as a pro with the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark had never missed a game until now. After the Fever announced today that she'll be out for at least 2 weeks with a left quad strain. She was limited in preseason with what she described as tightness in her left quad, though the team did not explicitly say in the announcement whether this injury was an aggravation of that previous issue, but it seems to make sense. So what goes on after this? Well, we know that Clark leads the team in scoring at 19 points per game and leads the league in assists at 19.7 assists per contest. And they just lost in a close battle where the refs ripped them off against New York Liberty. And what's going to happen now? Current timeline is 2 weeks, which would rules Clark out for 4 games at the minimum. First, they play at the Mystics. Then they're at home against the Connecticut Sun and the Mystics, and then on the road with the Sky. Clark's re-examination date is set for June 9th, but that's when she'll be examined again, not necessarily when she'll be able to return. Indiana plays in Atlanta on June 10th, and they have a 4-day break before its next game hosting the New York Liberty. Recovering from a quad strain could range from a few weeks to several months. So at this point, the extent of Clark's absence is hard to tell. One thing that affected was the MVP odds, at least for the ESPN. She's no longer the favorite, Caitlin Clark. Right now, it's going to be Napheesa Collier as a favorite because of the injury to Caitlin Clark, and also because Collier's playing really well, probably better than anyone else in the league. So she's now currently at negative 135. All right, anyway, so we'll see what happens. This early 4 games is a lot in a 44-game season. And the NBA probably wouldn't be as big a difference, but WNBA season is about half as long. So what does that mean now? Well, I guess it all depends on how well they play without her. They don't really have a backup point guard, which is why people are not happy with Sydney Colson because she has not looked impressive. So it sounds like Sophie Cunningham's going to start at point guard, and then Lexi Hall or Bonner is going to start at the small forward position. That's what I'm assuming. So we'll see how well they play without Caitlin Clark. Right now, whenever the ball's not in her hands, they don't seem to have a very good offense. So we'll find out how well they play without Caitlin Clark. It's unclear what's going to happen, and they need some wins along this. They can't just drop 4 games. That would really set them back. So they're going to need to step up. And they have depth on their team. We just have to find out what's going on. That's why I didn't like the fact that all they have is Colson as a backup point guard. If you exclude Sophie Cunningham as a backup point guard. But apparently I think that's what's going to happen. They can also have Kelsey Mitchell bring the ball up and help out, but she's not really a point guard. So we'll find out. And I think the refs are going to give the Fever a break a little bit. You know, I don't know why. So they can say, the league can say, look at how well they play without Caitlin Clark. We'll give the refs give them a break right now. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm just kidding. But, actually, I'm not. But I'm semi-kidding. Well, I'm glad I didn't make any bets. That was one of my concerns. Like, what if Clark gets injured? And I bet this money, and then I think, she's going to win MVP or they're going to win the title, and she gets injured. Or the refs are against them, that goes the title. Chances are bad. So anyways, I ended up not putting any money down on Caitlin Clark in this injury. I don't know how it's going to affect her chances of making first team All-Pro. 4 games shouldn't affect that, in my opinion. But if she misses a lot of games, of course it will. So in the NBA, it's 65 games, which is out of 82. to be eligible for postseason awards. And that is 79% approximately. In the WNBA last year, it was 28 out of 40 games, which is 70%. And according to ChatGPT, that has not changed this year as of now, is the way it's worded. So it could change this year. I mean, if it was going to change, they should have announced it before the season. So I'm going to assume that it's the same. If it is, it's 63% of the games. And you can actually miss 16 games. That's the story right now. We have no idea what's going on. All we know is she's injured. We don't know if she came back too soon. She just re-aggravated it. It's not clear. We'll find out. I just wanted to give you this breaking news. So I made a quick video of it. And it's unfortunate, I guess she'll be all refreshed when she comes back. And we'll see how the Fever does without her. Let us know what you think down below, how you think the Fever will do without Caitlin Clark. And whether it will be good for the team to see how they can play without her. Or whether this is a big downer for the team and dangerous for them, because record-wise, what if they don't win a lot of games during that streak when she's gone? Could hurt their seeding in the playoffs. So anyways, let us know what you think down below. And if you want, you can share this video with your family, friends, and acquaintances. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so with the notification bell when you do, so you get notified of our next video. And join us for Caitlin Clark's crossover every Monday and Thursday from 6 to 7 and 5:30, 6:30, respectively, Eastern time, except for major holidays. If you want to donate to this channel, you can with super chats and super thanks down below, and a link to PayPal. And we appreciate all your support and welcome all the new subscribers. Thank you. And we'll see you in the next video.